What's good people? We back in this thing again. Hopefully, you guys had an amazing, blessed day. We back for another Amazon talk. I do apologize for missing the last few days. I had to get back in the lab and create a brand new Amazon FBA playbook. So if you guys are interested in checking out the playbook that I created, check the link in the description. It's my link tree with all resources if you guys want to connect, or you just want to pick up a copy of the Amazon FBA playbook that I created these past few days. Check it out. It's completely free, and let me know if you received value from it. So tonight, guys, we're gonna get into the game tonight. I'm checking. Y'all know I ain't a pro with StreamYard, so I'm double checking to make sure I'm live. Yep, looks like I am live. We're going to break down the Amazon sellers account health, right? So this screen here. So what I did, not so that I wouldn't show too much of my personal information, I just took an image from Google and we're going to break this bad boy down, right? So what is Amazon account health, especially if you're brand new? What do you need to worry about? What relates to Amazon FBA? Which part of it relates to Amazon Merchant Fulfilled? Let's talk about it. All right, so whenever you sign up for an Amazon sellers account, this is what I like to call almost the back office, right? So whenever you're signed into that sellers account, this page is the old format, but you're gonna pretty much see something similar to this. Instead of these tabs at the top, it's probably going to be one menu, like a hamburger menu with like 3 lines at the top left. That's just the new layouts, and you will see the same categories lined up. They would just be vertically on the left hand side of the page instead of over the top side of the page horizontally. Okay. All right. So let's get into the account health. So to get to the account health, you would click on performance, and under performance it says account health. So that's how you're going to get to this page. The next thing, once you open up this page, what do you really need to worry about? All right, if you're doing FBA or merchant fulfill, you always want to pay attention to this order defective rate here. Hopefully you guys can see my cursor. But where I'm circling that first in the under customer service performance, order defective rate is super powerful. Now, Amazon recommends that you stay under 1%, right? They prefer you to be under 1%. Now, it's sometimes, you're a beginning seller and you may jump out to a bad start and it may rise over that 1%. They will usually give you a ODR or defective rate warning and let you know that you over the limit. They're probably going to have a red message or yellow message across the kind of your the top of your account saying that your account is at risk. So definitely be mindful of that. Now, if you notice these two columns, one says seller fulfilled or merchant fulfilled, and the other one says FBA. So they kind of split them here, right? But they hold both to the same standards. Now, whenever you're utilizing FBA, you don't have to worry about as much things. They let you as much stuff. They let you get away with a lot of stuff doing FBA because Amazon, is handling the fulfillment and most of the customer service and the returns, this, that, and the other. So whenever you have a hiccup, Amazon usually says that, we're responsible for the blame, and they will really wipe that off of your account. Okay. Now, whenever you're on merchant fulfill, it's a little bit different because you're controlling and you have the power. They hold you responsible for any of these hiccups. If you guys can see where this cursor is, again, that limit is 1%, right? 1%. We don't want to go over 1%, especially if you merchant fulfill. Now, under ODR or order defective rate, what counts towards that? So one of the things that counts towards that ODR is a negative feedback, right? So a negative feedback is whenever a client or a customer is not happy with your service, not happy with your product. Under merchant fulfilled, they can leave this feedback and it's harder to remove. So let's just say, you had a particular product, you shipped it out via seller fulfilled or merchant fulfilled, it got there late. They can go under feedback, leave that feedback on your feedback section of your account and say, hey, seller shipped late and item was not in correct condition. They are going to hold that to your account, and it's going to kind of get your ODR or your order defective rate. Right now, can you get it removed? Yes, it's possible. Now, and this is a great tip right here. This is a big gem. Whenever you're doing merchant fulfill, because we definitely still do part of our operation merchant fulfill. Whenever you do want to remove a feedback, because sometimes you're going to have hiccups, nothing is going to be perfect, right? So what I usually do, the first thing I do is try to get an auto removal. Now, whenever you try to get an auto removal of the feedback, um once you click on the feedback, it's gonna show the order number, and right beside the order number, you can apply or request to have this feedback removed, right? And that's the auto feedback remover. Some of the times, because it's a software, it's a system, boom, soon as you request it, they remove it. Now, and I should have wrote this down. It's been so long since I had to remove feedback, but you can remove feedback if it's any profanity, if they use any of your personal information, if it's not talking about the specific product that you sent out. And I think it's another bullet point. I'll make sure to drop it down in the description. But those are the type of things or the rules where Amazon will remove it. Now, once you go in and request it, sometimes the buyer pick up and automatically remove it. Some of the times they'll say, well, this feedback was not against Amazon's policy, so it will remain, right? So they'll tell you a message like that. So Travis, what could you do? And you guys may be asking, Travis, what could you do if it says it has to remain under my merchant fulfill? So the next trick up my sleeve, right, is to actually contact the customer, right? You always want to have great customer service. I will reach out and say, hey, I apologize. It was an honest mistake, because 10 times out of 10, it was an honest mistake, because we only want to do great business, because this business is going to represent your brand and all of this stuff is going to bounce back to you. So we always want to do great business. Why? Because you don't know how much that customer or client is going to spend with you in the future. So, if you leave a bad taste in your mouth, then they're probably not going to be back to your store or buy from you in the future. So, just like in business, customer service needs to be great. They know that it's not going to go perfect. You know that. So what can we do in the back end to make it right? So I immediately reach out to them and send them an email, right? So you send them an email message. Hey, sir or ma'am, I do apologize. I saw that you left me a negative review. Would you consider removing it and giving me a chance to make this situation right? Now, believe it or not, y'all, I've got so many people to remove that feedback and say, hey, I apologize. I'm sorry. I didn't give you a chance, just by reaching out. Because some of the times, right, I'm talking to some of my students and they'll get a negative feedback and they'll get angry, right? And they want to express that anger or their feelings towards the customer. But you never want to do that whenever you're in a service-based business, right? No matter, you got to bite your tongue, whatever, you got to turn around or walk away. Never let them see you sweat, right? That's my mind. Never let them see you sweat, and never really communicate that through email. You don't know really what they can do or use that against you. So I'm always the 3 C's: cool, calm, and collected. I would then send them that email, right, saying, hey, look, I apologize. We messed up, but it was an honest mistake. And if you remove this feedback, I'll do everything in my power, right, to make it right. And they usually remove it. Boom. I send them a brand new product, we swap out the other one and everything is good, right? Um, Also, what works like a charm if you're doing merchant fulfill is personalized notes. So you're being proactive instead of reactive. I'm gonna say that again. You're being proactive. You're anticipating or staying ahead, being prepared, excuse me, if there's a problem rather than waiting till a problem happens. So how do we do that? We put that in a note. You will say something to the effect like, hey, I want to personally thank you for your order. Hey, please let me know if you have any issues or problems. Contact me first before leaving feedback or review. Believe it or not, that works great, right? That little note has saved our business from getting negative feedback so many times because they'll see our great customer service and they we'll get the email and it'll say, hey, I got your note and I wanted to contact you. I got the wrong item, or it wasn't in the condition that you guys said it was in, or it got damaged while shipping, whatever the case may be, right? And that note, because they seen us being proactive, they reach out to us first and keep that feedback solid, right? That's important. A lot of people I know through FBA, they really don't take that feedback serious, but I do. I think that's something that makes my businesses stand out over my 5 accounts on Amazon. They are 99% or better feedback rating. And I really feel like this is they don't give us the exact formula for the buy box, but I feel like it gives me advantage. And I was telling some of the crew, our community, some of the beginner community on our last call that I actually have an account that has over 40% of the listings in the buy box, right? In the buy box, guys, is that featured offer. So that's letting you know them bad boys are really flying off the shelf. And I really think it's due to the feedback and the account level, right? My account is almost squeaky clean. And it's just that, we take pride in it, the whole team, and we run it like a real business, not a side hustle. Okay. So that's order defect rate for merchant fulfill. Let's talk about it for FBA. For FBA, you don't have as many responsibilities, right? So now that you relinquish or you gave up that control and you're sending it in the FBA to develop more of a passive income stream, they're going to take that blame, right? So if you get a negative feedback, um and they're saying something about the shipping, anything like that, man, Amazon is going to strike. They now, back in the day, I'm telling my age, back in the day, before Amazon FBA and Amazon was really this wave, they didn't do a automatic or a automatic feedback request removal. You would actually have to contact an Amazon rep. And I can remember, texting or chatting back and forth with them, and you would have to negotiate and tell them why they should remove it. But man, it was a whole dialogue you had to go through. Now it's as simple as requesting to remove that feedback, and boom, especially with FBA. I would say 8 out of 10 times it's going to get removed, whether it's your fault or not. Amazon usually takes the blame. Now, let's talk about some of the times that Amazon made, because remember, because it's a software, because it's a bot, sometimes they do make mistakes, right? So what's one of the times Amazon may leave it? Amazon may leave that feedback on your FBA order whenever they deem you to be the issue. So let's say, for example, you had a brand new item. Let's just say you were selling I don't know, hand sanitizer, right? And it was supposed to be full. And I don't know if you guys can, I'm new to StreamYard. Y'all, hopefully it don't cut me off or have me a limit. I need to purchase it if you guys enjoy these kind of talks here. But let's just say I had to equate hand sanitizer, and I don't know how well it's showing up on my MacBook camera. But it's halfway. And I said, I just sent it in anyway, like it was full, right? So Amazon, like, okay, we're assuming Mr. Cooper's Amazon store said this particular product was full, so they ship it out to the customer, and then whenever the customer gets it, the customer is like, hey, this product is not full, this, that, and the other, and they leave us feedback. Now, dealing with FBA, again, 7, 8 times out of 10, they'll go ahead and strike through it and they say, hey, maybe it's our bad. Travis sent this to the fulfillment center, maybe some leaked out, and we're going to just strike through it and we're not going to count that against his account. Now, that other 20 to 30% of the time, they're going to say, hey, well, you shipped it in and it was half full, and they leave that feedback on your account. Now, a lot of Amazon sellers don't really think feedback matters. So they're like, okay, if they leave that on, hopefully I can get it removed. If not, I'm gonna just keep selling to make it go down. Which you can do, right? But I like to, again, like I was saying at the beginning, I like to focus on my feedback. I like to make sure I'm doing business the right way, because I know a lot of people look at that. And in this e-commerce game, um, through the grace of God, I've been blessed to be in it for 13 years now. I think my IG bio still says 12 years, but 13 years in the game. And I know just by doing business the right way, that hey, it's gonna take you to the next level. So make sure to keep an eye on that feedback, y'all. So FBA versus merchant fulfilled. Now the next thing under negative feedback is A to Z claims, right? And I think we're gonna make this a part series. I don't want to keep y'all too much longer after 20 minutes. I like to keep my YouTube video, so we'll do some parts. We'll just go over the customer service part, because this probably could be an hour long video, y'all, and I don't want to keep you too long. All right, so the next part of customer service performance is A to Z claims, right? A to Z guaranteed claims. What are they? How do they affect your business? And why are they essential or important to understand? Number one, an A to Z claim is almost like if you're dealing with a transaction. Let's say, for example, you swipe your card somewhere, right? And the people didn't give you what you said, right? So you got a credit card, you swipe it, and they tried to scam you. What you would do is call your bank and try to do a chargeback. A chargeback or an A to Z claim is very similar to each other, right? That's basically Amazon's version of the chargeback. Okay, so let's put this in a real time. So let's go back to the hand sanitizer. Let's say I was going to send you, for the people that's watching live or the replay, I was supposed to send you a product. You didn't receive that product, right? And I refuse to give you a refund. What you can do, and why Amazon or Jeff Bezos prides himself on a customer centric platform, and how they rose to the top, how Amazon became dominant and it's going crazy, right? Is because they kept their customer first. They put down their worries like it's a guarantee. Either you're gonna get your product or you're gonna get your money back, right? So that A to Z claim just says, even if the third party seller or the business owner doesn't want to give you the money, like boom, all you got to do is tell us on the A to Z claim, we're going to give that business owner. So let's just say I was the business owner. I refused to ship the product or refund their money. They give me 24 hours to upload a tracking number proving that I delivered that product to this customer. And if I don't, they automatically pull the money from either my balance or my bank account. That's one of the reasons that you need a credit card whenever you're signing up to sell on Amazon, just in case somebody's trying to finesse the system or pull a fast one. Amazon, like, wait a minute, no way, we're gonna get our money either way. So it's almost like a Amazon hedging their bet or playing safety, just in case you try to run off on them. Okay. So that's what that A to Z claim stands for, and why it's in place, just to give that customer more reassurance that if anything happens, like, man, we got you. We got you. Okay. And the last one, let me see if I can move. Okay, yeah, I got it out of the way. Now, the last one is an actual chargeback claim now. And these are two in the same. So, again, the difference between the A to Z claim is the claim within Amazon, right? This is not an actual chargeback. Amazon is handling this claim in-house. Of course, whenever you have a chargeback claim, that person just said, man, I ain't even gonna mess with Amazon. If I'm dealing with Wells Fargo or TD Bank, I'm going to immediately pick up my phone, call the bank, tell them about this transaction that happened on Amazon. And then the bank is going to investigate, communicate with Amazon. If the bank doesn't get enough evidence from Amazon, boom, they pull that money and put it back into your account. Amazon now, if you're the seller, again, if I was the seller, Amazon marks a chargeback on my account. So that will be one chargeback claim on my account. And remember, just to put it in terms, so for every 100 orders, right, they want you to have one or less that you mess up, at least with these. Now, some of the orders you're going to, not always get right, but they just saying, like, if you do mess up, make sure you communicate, get it right, do a refund, do business the right way. But if they have to step in, right, if they have to step in, or the customer has to do a chargeback, or they leave you bad feedback, or they have to file an AZ claim where Amazon has to mediate between you two, it is going to go against this part of your account. And again, we want to stay at 1% or less to keep our account healthy. So that's 1 out of every 100 orders, right? So we're going to pause right here. I appreciate, we got one locked in viewing. Whoever you are out there, I appreciate you rocking. For the people that's watching the replay, salute to y'all. If you want to work on that or get a free copy of the ebook I've been working on the last 2 days, the link is going to be down in the description. Again, it's completely free. You guys can check that out. Once you click my link tree, it will be the first selection, y'all. So again, hey, we back to business. The ebook is done. Hey, come back in. We'll see y'all for part 2 tomorrow. And also, I need to drop the link down for the Plays for Days podcast. I'm starting to upload episodes for that to Buzzsprout. I think that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, y'all. So we getting busy. 2023, blessings, love to y'all all, man. See y'all tomorrow. Let's get it.